Well, T2S was originally about security, it was about harmonization, and it was about cost reduction. So let's think how it's likely to proceed in these three fronts. With security, I think we can say it's going to be a great improvement to the market. We're going to get settlement in central bank money, and that can only be a good thing. The system itself should be robust and handled by Europe's top teams. So on the security side, I think it gets a big tick. On harmonisation, we see a lot of progress on the settlement side, and we look forward to the new settlement day being rolled out across Europe. We're going to see new matching criteria, we're going to see a whole lot of new and good functions which will be standardised across Europe. So on the settlement side, it's great. On the custody side, there's less progress, but that was to be expected. What happens in corporate actions and corporate events is deeply rooted in European law, and we've not seen much progress and changes there. And the final area we were talking about was cost reductions. Well, I'm not sure what we're going to see. The original 15-cent number was based on higher volumes than we have today, and it wasn't really a fully loaded cost. It's really just the system cost. So I think there will be some cost reductions, but for our clients to really get cost reductions, they're going to have to change how they operate in Europe. It's not so much a question of what T2S can do for you, but more about what you can do for T2S. If you want to reduce your costs in Europe, you're going to have to make use of the harmonisation that it brings in to get some system simplification, process simplification across your operations. If you do that, then yes, there can be cost reductions. The vast majority of our clients just want to get through T2S and know that they'll be able to process their business across Europe efficiently, cheaply, and quite honestly, they really just want to live through the conversion period and think about what they will do after that. There's a few clients that are going to use it to change how they operate across Europe, and they're looking at breaking custody away from the settlement function. Now, this isn't as simple as it looks, but it can be done, and there's a number of product offerings that we've got that will help clients do it. It's not simple, it's not straightforward, but if you want to move to self-settlement in Europe and you want to employ a custodian bank to help you with the asset servicing, then yes, that can be done. A lot of clients aren't entirely sure what they want to do once T2S is up and running and live, but they know that they want to consolidate the European network. So what's happening right now is that they are consolidating their sub-agents across Europe. A lot of the bigger clients in Europe have been formed through mergers, acquisitions, and they have many, many different custodians across Europe, and sometimes multiple custodians in the same market. So what we're seeing right now is clients getting ready for T2S by consolidating the network of agents that they have across Europe. I think the European subcustody sector will look quite different in 5 years' time from how it looks today. But the changes that we will see are really a continuation of the changes that have been going on over the last 10 to 15 years. It's an expensive game being a sub-custodian. You have to invest a lot in technology, and now you have to invest a lot in regulation. So the cost of staying in the game is getting higher and higher, and the number of banks willing to do it is getting less and less. So the first thing we'll see is less players, probably just 2 or 3 across Western Europe. The other big change is that with European harmonisation coming in, I don't think the business will be bought so much on a market-by-market basis, more on a process-by-process basis. But we can't do it straight away or too quickly. There's a lot of processes that have to take place in the individual markets in Europe. So the key to the whole thing is to get that balance, keeping the local expertise, particularly around custody and tax and corporate actions, and getting settlement processing faster and cheaper. And that's the area that we're going to see most change in, on the settlement side.